Hi accounting class. Remember, this is the second video of a prior video that I did on a production report. I didn't want to make it all in one video just to keep you all awake out there. All right, so on the board is the production report that we just completed. Now we're going to do journal entries for that production report. So let me circle to you where we're going to do journal entries for. We're only going to do journal entries for the cost added during the period. Why? Because the other entries were already done in prior periods. So we only want the cost added during this period. So we're going to make a journal entry for 23,280, 14,100. And remember, this problem added the conversion costs for you. But when you make the journal entry, you will break that out. So direct labor for this particular problem was $8,725. That's what it told you right in the problem. And overhead was $43,991. Okay? All right, also, I want you to notice this completed and transferred out. I will circle that number as well. So remember all these numbers when we go to do the journal entries. That is the final cost to be transferred out. And you're going to see we're just going to do a reclass. All right, let me erase all that work. All right, so we're erasing that. Now we are going to do journal entries, okay? Remember, the work in process is an asset account. When you debit that account, you are increasing. When you credit, you are decreasing. All right, let me get rid of my red marker. And I'll do this in black. Okay, so here's all you're going to do. You're going to see it's just going to be a reclass. So we're going to have debit, and we'll have credit. Okay? All right, you will have the date and account and explanation. I'm not going to put the whole thing, okay? All right, so the date is November 30th. The first journal entry is WIP. When you work in the lab, you will pick work in process inventory. Okay, the new department that it's going to, this is why you're debiting this account. Pay close attention when you work in the lab. Debit the dyeing department. The reason being is it's just going into this department. It is coming out of the spinning department. So WIP, okay, spinning. When you're crediting this account, you're decreasing it. You're taking it out of that department. Next one is the WIP. And again, dyeing. 14,100. And then this is going to be raw materials. Okay, this is your materials. So you're crediting raw materials inventory for 14,100. Okay? That's an inventory account. That's an asset. If you're crediting, you're decreasing. Okay. They also have you do the explanations, transfer, okay, this is materials, and direct materials, assigned to WIP. Okay, next one is the wages. So we're going to do WIP. I'm going to try to write smaller. For dyeing, we're going to debit that, $8,725. We will credit wages payable. This is for wages. Okay, the explanation, labor incurred. Okay. All right, next we're going to break out the overhead. So then we have WIP, dyeing, and that's $43,991. This is our overhead now. Manufacturing overhead. You will credit $43,991. Okay, next we've got our final, where we're taking it out of WIP, plying, and we're putting it in WIP plying, $80,160. And now we're taking it out of the final, the total, WIP. So this is going to the new department, WIP dyeing, $80,160. I'm running out of room. What's the reason? Transferred costs assigned to units transferred. Okay, and so just some basic journal entries. I wanted to show you that for process costing. Okay, all right, get in there, get that homework done, and then you're good.